Hello, good morning. Welcome to Dawn Busters Taste Challenge. We have two blended Scotch whiskeys, but there's a big dip. They're both 40% alcohol, but this one, the Dewar's, is aged 12 years. This is their 12-year age. And it's produced under a royal warrant for Queen Elizabeth II and the British royal family. Married in Oakcast. All right, there's a whole write-up on their website about double aging and all of that. All right. Imported, of course, JW Dant's blended Scotch whiskey, JW, not J&B, but JW. Then there's a whole essay on the back, like literally an essay. I was waiting in line to check out one day when I bought this liter bottle for $8.99. True story, a liter bottle, $8.99. There's like an essay, and it says the history of Scotch, and that'll keep you occupied. This is age 36 months, so 3 years. So we have a 3-year age versus a 12-year age. It should be a great mismatch, shouldn't it? Shouldn't it? It's bottled in Kentucky. I forgot to write that on my notes. It's shipped to the U.S. in some big tanker, I guess. Tank container, something, liquid container. But it is bottled by Heaven Hill in Kentucky. So let's see. A Heaven Hill brand bottled in Kentucky. Foil cap cover. Now, price, $8.99 a liter. I've only seen it at Doornex. I've never seen this anywhere else, okay? I don't recall. $48.99 for a 1,750 milliliter. But I paid $14.99 at Mathern's. Can't explain how I got it so cheap. It just, well, I mean, I can explain how I got it. I was over there and I saw it in the discount basket and I said, huh, I'm buying this right now. And then that's how I got it. But I don't know why they would have it so cheap. It was just craziness, you know. They still sell it. It's not like they closed it out and said we're getting rid of it. The Tealings that they had this week for $14.99, $7.50, yeah. The manager told me it just never sold. Where we had it on the shelf and it never sold. So we just sold it for cost. But that's a $38.99 bottle at Total Wine and More. So that was a discount, great discount, but they explained why. D12, that's my tag. Dewar's 12. Make sure we got the right levels. Perfect. One of the few times it ever came out perfect. Now the Dewar's is much darker. It's amber, and as you can see, the Dance is just gold. Is that because of aging? Probably. Is it also because of different coloring added? It could be. I really don't. They don't tell you. So beautiful bottle. Got one of the best looking whiskey bottles ever. Dewar's 12-year. Brown glass, dark brown glass. It's just embossed on the back with metals, on the front with the 3 interlocking D's. Classic label. I love it. You know, it's not like a lot of these beer cans with all the funny animals. Try to make it look like a funny animal cartoon. Or they scream, they're loud with like loud colors, like the detergent, laundry detergent aisle at the grocery store. So craft beers are very good most of the time, but their labeling leaves a lot to be desired most of the time. There are a few good ones, a few, but boy, I am so tired of looking at cartoon funny animals and cartoon fruit and cartoon hops. You know, it's like ABC Saturday morning cartoons. Seems like it has a lot of grain alcohol burn on it. It must be the Dance. I guess Dance is using probably about 80% column still grain whiskey and 20% single malt. And I don't even know if that's the ratio. You know, in the United States, that's the requirement. All right. For blended whiskey in the USA, our law does not apply to Scotland, obviously, nor does Scotland. Does their law apply to us? Although their whiskey is imported under the laws of the United Kingdom, not under U.S. law, except as it concerns importation, but not the composition of the product. In the USA, it has to be at least 20% straight bourbon. Well, it could be any kind of straight whiskey. It could be straight corn whiskey, but that's what the law says. The regulation is all blended whiskey has to be a minimum, could be higher, doesn't matter, but it has to be a minimum of 20% straight whiskey and no more than 80% grain spirits. In Scotland, maybe it's not as strict. I don't know. If it goes above 80% in the United States, then it becomes what they call spirit whiskey. And I can't remember the ratio numbers for that. It's something like no more than 85% grain spirit. I have to check, but I know spirit whiskey is a class of whiskey. They call it spirit whiskey because it's mostly grain spirits. I mean, almost the whole thing, but not all of it. Southern Comfort is made using spirit whiskey. I know that because I looked at their website yesterday. Walmart sells spirit whiskey, Rebecca Creek. I don't know why people would want to buy something that's almost all grain spirits, 80% alcohol, but 80 proof, I mean to say, but apparently people buy it. Zach Worm says, hair of the dog, brother. Hope you are having a good morning. I am. I really am. So far, but it hadn't just kind of got started. Did watch all the baseball highlights and posted a few things on Facebook and whatnot, but that's fine. All right, let's go over here. Gotta mow the grass today. Cut the grass. It's gonna be so hot, but when it's really hot, burning hot, it's good to cut because it dries the grass up nice and crisp and cut easier than if it's wet. You know. All right. Less alcohol burn and more of the honey topped. I said Sara Lee honey topped bread. Is it really like that? Nah, but it's almost like you can't describe it properly. Let's go with the taste. But on aroma, I'm saying that's J.W. Dant and that's Dewar's. Little history about Dant. They started in 1836. The first time the trademark was used was 1836. But it was a bourbon company. They made Kentucky bourbon. Then they, they got pretty big and they started procuring Scotch. No, J.W. Dant did not have a distillery in Scotland making their own Scotch, just like Sazerac doesn't have that. They just get a contract with somebody and say, oh, yeah, we'll bring it in. And they put their name on it, J.W. Dant Scotch, J.W. Dant Canadian whiskey, same thing. J.W. Dant tequila, it's the same thing. But and Sazerac does that too. They have a contractor in Mexico that does their tequila and mezcal. They tell you, It's called Gonzalez and Gonzalez. But the man told me, he said, that's not really the name of it. That's an alias name. What do you say? It was Maestri. I think he said the name was Maestri, 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 which may be related to the New Orleans people, Maestri, which I guess they come from Europe. The family didn't come from Kentucky. Taste. There's a touch of peaty smoke, but just a fleeting thing. Then there's the bread dough and some grain alcohol, but you know what? There's no bad burn on this. Some of these blended scotch will have a burn, and you'd be like, woo, what is this? But not in this case. No. I made a mistake. I forgot about the Scotch whiskey from Diageo that was sold to Sazerac. And I was going to include it with the Diageo ones, but then I just realized sitting here, I said, wait, they got sold. It was sold to Sazerac 3 years ago. So I'm going to have to backtrack a little bit on that one. I can't remember the name right now, but it's not that great. They sell it at Walmart. Kind of expensive in Louisiana. It's like $30 for a handle, but John Neely says in Georgia it's half the price. I don't know why. But you'll see it tomorrow. Yeah, Scoresby. That's what I'm talking about, Scoresby. I think I hear an owl. It'll come back around August. Fall is coming, but it's hot. This one has more. That one seems to have more of a grain alcohol bite. JBD, Joe Biden's dentures. A local brewery has a new beer. Socialism is the future. Session IPA. Socialism is the future. It's organic, gluten-free, and costs $17 a 6-pack. Isn't it ironic, don't you think? I think they should make everybody pay for it. Whatever town that is, they should make everybody in town pay for it, whether they drink it or not. And I think that's the fair thing. They should force you to drink it. Quite ironic, says Zach. Do a drink review on the Blacktooth Grin. I don't know what that is, Eagle Warrior. All right. I think out of an abundance of caution, I will not be buying that product you're talking about. This is more peaty. Can't say smoky, but you see, I remember JW Dant being peaty. Like maybe their single malt predominantly was Isla. And they have that kind of like iodine thing, but do have the sharp grain alcohol components. It's a great value for $8.99 a liter. Yeah, that's probably the best $8.99 a liter Scotch I've had. It has to be. It might be the best you can get. Listen to that owl. Okay. I was tricked on the nose, but not on the flavor. on the taste. This is the Dewar's 12. Is it better? Well, yeah, but I don't think I would pay $48.99 for the big bottle of that when I could pay $8.99 and get a liter of this. You know, I'm losing volume. I'm only getting 1,000 milliliters as opposed to 1,750. But I could buy 2 bottles for $17.98. All right, now I got 2 liters, 25% more than what I just paid $48.99. Now you say, yeah, but the one for $48.99 tastes a lot better. Well, I would not say a lot better. I would not say it's a good deal better. It's better because you got less grain alcohol burning on it, but it's not way better. I had a feeling that JW Dant could compete better than a lot of these other ones. And I had a feeling that it would compete. But I never thought it would win. Now that I would have said no. The Baltimore Orioles are not going to beat the Atlanta Braves this weekend. You know, you just think they're going to get beat all 3 games. But they've lost 16 in a row, and you know what's going to happen. These bad teams, they go up and beat you, you know. But anyway, some of these quote unquote bad scotches can surprise you. Yes. Am I happy with the Dewar's 12? Sure, I'm very happy with this $48.99 product, especially since I only paid $14.99. So yeah. I have a number of taste challenges remaining. Scoresby, J and B, Buchanan's 12, Johnny Walker Red Label, Johnny Walker Blue Label, Cuddy Sark, 100 Pipers, because we're going to finish off with Chivas Brothers, I guess. 100 Pipers, Chivas Regal 12, and Chivas Regal Mitsunara Oaks. That's 10 left, and I could be overlooking one, but I don't think I've forgotten about any of them. But I got 10 left, so 10 more days. We're already on the 20. What's today? 21st and 31st. So that'll bring us to the end of the month. So only thing we're looking at in August is Scotch. It may be into September because I'm going to have to stop one day and skip a taste challenge to do the brandy review. You know, the solo review for brandy. I'm not drinking more than 1 session of hard liquor per day on average. You see, I'm not a big drinker, regardless of what it may seem like on the internet, because that's all your only reference point. So you're saying you're not seeing me drink water all during the day. That'd be a kind of a boring video, or drinking coffee with milk, you know. But so I have the Delacour brandy that I've got to address. Delacour. Nope, it's not well known. Nope, you can't buy it anywhere that I've noticed except Savannah Discount. I don't even know if they got any left. And but the third thing is, yes, you can get it at many prominent New Orleans restaurants for happy hour. I was looking at a Delacour search, and they were all of them listed. Happy hour, Brandy Alexander with Delacour, and they all featured it, Delacour. So it must be a deal they have with the company Luxco to say, well, we'll give you a special prize if you feature it at happy hour and you promote it, sort of like that. And they say, well, yeah, sure, you're making a deal. Now, is Delacour any good? I have no idea. I know it's been on the market since the I have to check. I think 1974 I read, but I got to look. They're trying to make the bottle look like Hennessy, obviously. It's like a bad mimic of Hennessy, but they can't get too close to the look of it because they could get a trademark violation, you see. Hennessy could say, no, you're trying to make people think that's Hennessy. Of course, nobody in the world, there's nobody on this planet is going to look at Delacour and think, oh, that's Hennessy, let me buy it. No, they're going to think just what I thought. Wow, that's a pretty cheap, bad looking imitation of Hennessy, but give them credit for having the gall to do it. It's kind of funny. It's like Karen said in Goodfellas about the helicopter. It's funny. It's funny, you know. So we'll do the Delacour. Then we go out and do taste challenges against everybody else, which isn't going to take long because I don't have that many brandies at this particular time. I do have another one to be opened, the 3 barrels, sold in the United States as right now. Must be some copyright issue there. And then after the brandy, we're going to go to, what are we going to go to? What is that? Oh, yeah, rum. Dark rum. Be pretty interesting. We finish with dark rum. We go to dark or golden tequila. And after we do the gold tequila, then we're going to have another mezcal, Sombra, which Winn-Dixie inexplicably is selling for $15 a bottle. Not Winn-Dixie. Walmart, $15 a bottle. So Walmart's got it $15 a bottle. But if you go to Total Wine, it's $30. I said, well, I think I'd rather pay the 15 than 30 for the same bottle. You know, I don't know. Walmart has some aberrant pricing sometimes, like it's a mistake, I think. But they're so big, I don't know what's going on over there. Maybe they got to deal with Sombra. That could be another strong possibility. Okay, so I'm going to say this is the Dewar's. I hope it is. It's the Dance. So I couldn't even tell them apart. Well, this is really strange. Already said Dewar's won. I mean, already said the JW Dant won the competition by virtue of price point, quality, assessments, and all of that. But I never dream I get it wrong. Well, either I'm a bad taste tester, and I don't believe that. I think the second possibility is the strong one, is that the Dant is just much better than you would think. And it's only a 3-year age, and it can really take on a lot of much more expensive products. So would I recommend JW Dant? Absolutely. With no hesitation. If you see this for $8.99 a liter, or even up to $10.99, I wouldn't go above that. But we buy it. Like somebody was looking for some garlic butter yesterday. Somebody was telling me they're looking for garlic butter. Somebody tells me this. I'm looking for garlic butter. But they were saying, I can only find Dragos. I say, you mean Dragos. It's pronounced Drago Satinovich. But she was saying Dragos. And then a second woman told me Dragos. Well, I'm not going to argue with it, but it's Drago. But anyway, because they're from Croatia. And I was telling them, I said, well, they got this. I said, have you ever heard of Louisiana brand garlic butter sauce? No, they never heard of it. I said, well, it's only $2.79 as opposed to $8.59. I said, you could try. And the lady said, well, I never tried that. I said, yeah, but it's not much of a risk. You're not taking much of a risk to try it. I mean, if you don't like it, there's no buy it again. But look how cheap it is. She says, I'm going to try it. Because, you know, hey, it might be like today. It might be like Dance. You try it and it works out. You got a good Scotch. Not world class by any stretch of imagination, but really good. So, and what you risking? $8.99 for a whole liter. And so that's the same thing with the Louisiana brand garlic butter. Maybe it's not any good, so you don't buy it again. But for $2.79, take the risk. I mean, come on. Call me whatever you want, but I think that the mixed drink Blacktooth gin is a good drink. Well, it might be. I just don't know anything about it. All right, last comments and we out of here. People will pay extra for true quality. They'll pay extra for unwarranted hype as well, but only for a while. True quality endures, right? So if people buy some hyped product and it's all name, and then they try it and they're saying, oh, this ain't that great, then they're not going to go back to it, and then it'll fade away. I think Johnny Walker Red endures because it's not just hype. It really does taste good. You know, it's not just, they got nice commercials on TV every now and then, and they got nice internet ads. No, it's actually really good. All right. Call me. Oh, yeah, I already read that. Have you ever tried Lamb's Navy Rum? I want to try. No, I haven't. I think I heard of it, but I'm not familiar with it really. So I have so many rums waiting in the wings. I don't need to buy any rum for a year or two. I just bought that Don Q Silver. I got the Bacardi Laser, Major Laser. I got the Bacardi. I got the Cruzan Black Strap. So I'm ready. I'm ready to go. I'm well stocked on rum. All right. So thanks everybody, and see you tomorrow morning, God willing.